morning, everybody. I'm going to go over our next lesson in Amplify. The one we're talking about right now is on the Benjamin Franklin unit. It is Unit 8B, Subunit 1, Lesson 11. It's called Franklin in France. I'm going to give you a little bit of background information about Ben Franklin here and why he went to France, and we're going to talk about symbolism. This is just for you to know things because you're going to have to write a fairly long piece later in this week, okay? So, understand Benjamin Franklin's purposes, okay? He had to go to France to persuade the French people to help the emerging American colonies get their freedom from Britain, basically, okay? So what do I mean by that? Well, England is up here, right? Just a little ways above France, right here. They're separated by the English Channel. England and France both have very strong navies. America, the colonies, are trying to declare freedom. They're trying to get away from the English so that they can have their own system of government and do things their own way. The English do not want this to happen, so they fight back. The Americans are going to lose. Simply put, they cannot win this fight because the British Navy is very, very strong. Navies are a whole bunch of boats, okay? The British Navy is the strongest one in the world. But the French isn't bad. The French have a pretty strong Navy as well. And so what the Americans are needing to get done is we need the French to help us out, to kind of cover our backs so that the British can't keep sending weapons and troops and everything to the new colonies, and then we can win our war. That's the goal. That's what we're trying to get done. So Ben Franklin goes there and he talks to the French about it. Well, when he gets there, the French are going through a period of enlightenment as well. And they're trying to get away from some of their, I don't know, I guess you'd call it archaic ideas, their older way of doing things, where only the rich are in charge, right? An aristocracy, where people with lots of money are in charge of everything and do whatever the heck they want. They're moving towards a democratic system of government as well, where you can choose your future a little bit more than having it chose for you. Ben Franklin arrives and they view him as this really wise, outdoorsy, well-spoken, intelligent person who can help them, who can save France from some of the problems that they've got as well. Because again, the French people want to change things. So they see him as a symbol of that American idea of independence and self-reliance and being able to do everything for yourself. And so he plays that part. When he goes to France, he dresses up in his marten fur cap, right? Looks like a fur cap, very plain, just his glasses. He doesn't wear fancy, noble garments, indicating that he's some type of wealthy person. He's a very plain and simply spoken, intelligent guy. That stuff you need to know about Ben Franklin, because that's why he went to France and he acted that part. That's not who he was. Ben Franklin's not out there chopping wood, hunting animals. He was not into that stuff. But the French thought he was, so he's like, let him. If it helps us, I'm gonna do it. I just want you to know that about him. The assignment that we have in this particular lesson is over here on the solo. All you have to do is read this section of his autobiography and answer the questions to it. That's it. So you go to slide number 9 and you click on 2 down here at the bottom, and it's gonna have the introduction to his autobiography. He wrote this introduction to his autobiography as a letter to his son, okay? Read through it and find out what he says. I know it's difficult, and I'm very generous with the grading. Answer the multiple choice questions, hand it in, you're done. That's what needs done for this lesson. Thank you so much. I look forward to doing the next one.